So, I'm guessing you've already seen a lot of this, and this, and this. Now, as good as these thumbnails look, at the end of the video, we often see these. And as much as these are impressive, as in the capabilities of these AI are impressive, they can't really be seen as anything more than just entertainment. But I've been actually trying to make this work. So basically make a game from scratch and then either release it out or hand it to a publisher to release it by themselves. Now it may seem unrealistic, but is it? Hear me out. So now from the title of the video, you already know that I'm gonna be making something similar to Doki Doki Literature Club. And how I arrived there should be pretty obvious. But if it's not, I tried making a bunch of small games like this and this. But obviously, I had to use shapes to make these games because HTML by itself can't really handle a game that uses separate models. As you know from the other videos already, I totally need a game engine for that. The closest thing it can comfortably do is to use image, which brings us to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, in all due honesty, this isn't my style of game at all. But for the sake of experimentation of what AI could actually realistically achieve, I decided to actually make this game. Now, before I go on, I should also mention what all tools that I'll be using and maybe something that even you are interested in. So, I'll just say what all tools that I've been using. So first, I start with ChatGPT. I use the free tier and the paid tier. Then Gemini 3.1 Pro for image generation. Then Mimo 2.5 Pro, which is Xiaomi's AI, which is actually pretty good. Image scaler and Adobe background remover. So first I started with asking my friend to help me with discussing and making some character, and a day later we were pretty much done. We had a cast of characters. So I started with asking GPT free tier to give me description for these game characters for image generation. Then I gave this to Gemini and asked Gemini to make me the sprites for these characters and background images. Then I gave those images to Adobe background remover to clean it up. As you can see here, the background is not very clean, and this happens because for some reason Gemini kept getting progressively worse every time I put in a prompt to edit the given picture. Then I send it to image scaler to enhance the image. So yeah, this worked, just well. Great. Now we have all the assets we need. Now for the story. At first I tried out AI to make me a story to see what it's capable of course, which was a big mistake. It really just sounded like AI slop, to be honest. But hey, in the pursuit of experimentation, I shouldn't forget that this is actually gonna go on a storefront, and this is a story game, and although I'm using AI to integrate everything, all the ideas should be mine. I think that's important. So yeah, I went back to the drawing board. I met with that friend again. We brainstormed ideas for like 2 days, and finally it was time to put all of this together. So this is where Mimo 2.5 Pro comes in. This guy did a lot of heavy lifting. The best part about Mimo is that it's free for now, unlike Claude, which I've been using before. I mean, obviously it isn't as powerful as Claude, but even then, I would say Mimo did eventually reach its limit. it was struggling by the time it got to more than like 1500 lines of code. After which I got pretty desperate and I caved in and got ChatGPT Plus. Now, I know that many of you might say, why ChatGPT Plus? Why not Claude? Because I got my first month for free, okay? Anyways, I used ChatGPT Plus to polish up the UI and optimize it, and got it looking pretty sweet actually. In the end, this is what it looks like. Now, I think I would say that I'm fairly proud of this, and I can say that this portion of experiment was a success, in my opinion. I did find a way to port the game to Android using Android Studios, and it is now fully playable on Android. Now, what's required is to at least finish like 10 chapters or more, and then approach a publisher or maybe just release it myself. I don't really have a lot of expectations on this game. Overall, I had a lot of fun experimenting with all these free tools at my disposal, and it did occupy a lot of my time. And I would encourage you to figure out creative ways to use free tools like these to have fun too. I've been also thinking about releasing the game chapter wise, as in new chapters added to an update instead of finishing all of it at one shot. But I'm not really sure. Maybe you guys can tell me down in the comments section below what I should do. Also, let me know if you feel like I should give you guys a free copy or something of the first episode, because it is what it is. Well, with that being said, thank you for staying on for this long. Thanks for watching.